Hello everyone, LP here, and in this video I'm gonna show you how to change all of your headlight bulbs on this 98 Mercedes C-Class. This includes your parking lights, low beams, high beams, and your fog lights. And once you start the car, you might notice that I get this warning light that tells me that at least one or more of my lights are bad, but that's not the case. All of my lights are good. That's just because I already changed my parking lights to LED ones, and these lights use way less electricity and they are way less powerful, so the computer thinks the light is burned, but it's not, and it throws this error. For me personally, that's not an issue, but if it is for you, you might wanna consider regular heat bulbs. And another thing that you should know is that if you decided to change your light bulbs or check what type they are, you should turn off the lights, because halogen bulbs or heat bulbs can get very hot, and once you try to change them, you'll burn your fingers. And now let's get to the changing part. Let's open the hood. And we'll begin from the smallest bulb that's located under this large cap. And that is the parking light. It should be right here. I don't know if you can see that, but all you need to do is pull this right here, these tabs, like that, and it comes out. And let me turn on the parking lights, because I want to show you one thing. With these LED light bulbs, they're polarity sensitive, so if you flip them around, it won't light up. So you got to keep that in mind. And that is how you change your parking light. To put it back on into the headlight, just push it back in till it clicks and it's in. So the low beams are type H7 and they go right above the fog light, and just remove this connector and you should see the low beam. Now to remove it, push this metal clip okay. You should push it upwards and the low beam light comes out. Let's replace it. And I almost forgot, this cut top part should line up with the top. And put the connector back on, and your low beam should work. Let's see. It works. So now let's change the fog lights, and as you might see, the fog lights are a bit unusual on this car. They're located right here instead of here, like on most cars. I've even seen some Mercedes of this year having their fog lights right here, but on this car they're on the low beam lens. So the fog light is the bottom one, and it has two separate wires, the middle one and one on this side, and there's this metal pin that once pushed it should come off, and you should push it to the side. It opens up and you pull the light bulb out. like so, and let's change it into a blue one. The light type for the fog lights is H1, if you wanted to know that. And it's a little bit tricky because you have to turn it to the right angle for it to fit. And I can't seem to get it. There was this cut, and it has to face like this, because that's how it goes in. You can actually see that there's a cut like that on the headlight itself. Once you get the light in, push the metal clip back on. Once the metal clip is on, put back on the wires. And the fog light should work now. Let's try it. And it works. And lastly, for the high beams, it's also type H1 light bulb, like the fog lights. So this is the high beam cap. Push this metal clip upwards and the cap comes off. Now you only need to remove this middle wire. Remove it. Push the metal clip to the side till it releases and the old light bulb comes out. Now for the new one, the top part, this cut part, should line up with the top. Just simply put it in, press down the metal clip. Once it's on, put back the wire. And it should work now. Don't forget to put back the caps on. They have these two small plastic bits that should come like that, and push it till it clicks. And this is how the upgraded lights look. So first of all, the parking lights. Then the low beams. High beams. And the fog lights. And now I'm just gonna quickly show you how all of the lights at once look like from the inside. And that's it for this video.